What's up, marketers? I'm super excited about today's video because it's actually going to be my first one about TikTok ads. Now, if you follow me over on Twitter, you already know what a huge TikTok ads fan I am. I am super bullish on this platform and I think it has the most potential for growth in 2022. Think like Facebook ads in 2017. This is why I'm stoked to partner with my very good friend Savannah Sanchez, who actually just launched the Ultimate TikTok Ads course. So if you're interested in learning the platform and the creatives from literally the best in the industry, be sure to check it out. She's even given a little discount to my followers only, so please be sure to check that out in the description bar below. This video is going to dive deep on the 10 TikTok ads that you need to test right now on the platform. Many of these I learned directly from Savannah. They are pure gold as to what is actually working on this platform, and frankly, they're also what is performing on Facebook ads as well. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first strategy is what I like to call a problem solution ad. Now, this is actually a pretty standard approach to creating not only all user-generated types of content, but also just most types of ads. But what makes this TikTok specific, of course, is the use of different types of TikTok style font and also the different types of transitions. But here's the actual recipe that I use to create that kind of content. First, we like to describe the problem in the hook. So that's within the first 3 seconds of the ad. And I like to use I statements with quotations. It makes it seem a little bit more relatable. And then after that, you agitate or elaborate more on the problem. And then you present your product or service as the solution to that problem, and then describe the how-to of your product or service. This is really common more like subscription-based brands, or if you have to take some kind of quiz to get matched up to your specific type of product or whatever. And then you can add in as many benefits and features as you want, and then end with a really catchy CTA. And strategy number 2, definitely a Savannah special, is the TikTok made me buy it ad. And the recipe here is pretty self-explanatory. In the hook, you use the phrase TikTok made me buy it or some variation of that phrase. And I like to do 2 things here. I either like to have it overlaying with a video or image of the actual product or of someone's face. Then you get to introduce the product, of course, if you already didn't do that in the first hook. But I like to encourage my creators to think like an influencer here. Really think about how you can show it more aesthetically, use some golden hour lighting, or do some fun transitions. And then you can go into as many benefits or features as you want, and then end with a catchy CTA. Number 3 is a goodie, and I might say that it's my current fave. I've actually personally used this strategy across multiple clients, and for one client in particular, I'm not kidding, it cut the CPA on Facebook ads in half practically overnight. So if you have to choose one strategy to test out of all 10 of these, I might try this one. And this is the TikTok response strategy. And the recipe here looks like this. In the hook, you have to use the TikTok response bubble and try to make it look as native as possible. I would go ahead and do it right in the TikTok ads app and then export it out and then compile the rest inside of Premiere Pro or CapCut. And I would actually encourage you guys to test as many different things inside of that TikTok response bubble as you can. And I would actually encourage you guys to test several different types of messaging within that TikTok response bubble. And my suggestion here would be to think about the inherent value of your product, or think about specific benefits that you hear over and over again, and try to keep the tone really, really casual. You want it to feel like it's something that someone would be responding to a piece of content on TikTok. And I've also seen that using emojis directly in that bubble tends to help as well. After that, I like to follow up with a strong positive testimonial about the product, and then go through the different product variations or even a how-to using the green screen method or showing the website flow. Then throw in another strong testimonial or benefit, and then close out with a strong CTA. And then number 4 is what internally at Thesis we call the stepwise video. Now, I have made other videos where I featured this ad type before, and I still really recommend it. I believe what Savannah calls this is the 3 reasons why strategy. And here's how the recipe is going to go for this ad. In the hook or first section of your ad, you're going to start with 3 reasons why you should try brand. You can also say 3 reasons why you'll love X, or 3 reasons why I stopped ordering takeout, something like that. And then just simply follow up with those 3 reasons why, and then close out with a strong CTA. I feel like intellectually this is an easier one, so this might be a good one to try first. And number 5 is less of a type of ad than it really is a treatment or something that I like to try in the hook, which is using the green screen effect. So this is actually going to be really common in terms of the actual recipe, in terms of the problem solution ad, but here you're going gonna start with a green screen visual within the hook. And some really cool things that I've seen here with other brands is testing out some more native apps like the Notes app, or even common websites like Amazon or the brand's website, or even press hits. And then after that, you simply introduce the product, show the features and benefits, and then of course the better life realized, and close out with a strong CTA. Personally, I've seen hook rates soar with this strategy. So if you wanna get a little outside of your comfort zone, this is a really good one to test. In strategy number 6, I admittedly have a really poor name for, which is just 2-person, 1-person strategy. And essentially what this ad is doing, it is using one person to act like 2 people that are agitating the problem, and then showcasing the actual product or service as the hero of the ad. And if I break this down step by step, essentially person 1 is going to start with a question in the hook, agitating the problem. Person number 2 is going to answer that question and then explain the rationale. Person number 1 is going to explain the product or service and present it as a solution to that problem. Person number 2 is going to ask, how do I get started? And then a how-to, excitement to try from person number 1, and then a CTA. Not gonna lie, this one kind of intimidates me. It just seems like a lot of work as a creator to do. I always try to farm this one out, candidly. Number 7, I feel like, was the OG TikTok style creative, which is what I like to call website to life. And essentially what you're doing is you're showing an image of the product on your website or on the phone, and then you're doing a quick snappy transition to show it in real life. And again, the recipe here, when boiled down, looks a lot like the problem solution one. So you're gonna show the product on a website in the hook. You're gonna show the offer if that's available. You're going to show the product IRL, social features, benefits, use a testimonial, and then a strong CTA. But I think some of the cool additional hooks to try here are things like what I got versus what I ordered. This is another Savannah special. And also the I want it, I got it kind of vibe. Now, number 8 is one that I think is a little bit more trendy right now on TikTok overall. So this is something that I'm seeing a lot on my native For You TikTok page, and I think actually translates pretty well to ad, and this is the POV or point of view strategy. And essentially what you're gonna do here is in the hook, you're gonna start with a provocative POV statement, and then follow up by introducing the brands, showcase the features, the benefits, and then end with a strong CTA. This is one of those ads that I feel like can be one and done within like 10 to 7 seconds. It's really a quick one to do, so another good one that I feel like isn't super intimidating for newbies. And this is also one that I think is really good if you don't want to put your face on camera. So I think all founders are completely capable of making this ad. And number 8, which I actually think is really similar to POV, is the life hack strategy. And again, this is going to follow a pretty similar format to the other ads that we had already discussed. So in the hook, you're going to start with life hack, or I think something else that Savannah does is random things that I wish I knew about sooner. Hint, hint, split test those. Then you tease the benefits, you introduce the brand or products, you showcase a really sexy testimonial, and then follow up with a strong CTA. Do you notice a pattern here? And number 9 is one that I actually learned from Chad Ross over at Dorsal Bracelets, and this is what I like to call my exes here. Not like my ex-boyfriend, but like my brand or product is here. And this is a really good one to try if you're trying to figure out how to work in an unboxing or something that's super product focused, which I highly recommend that you test against some of your more influencer creator focused ads. So the recipe here is number 1 in the hook, you're gonna show my brand is here with the package at the door. Then you can do an unboxing and then follow up with some product highlights, do a quick testimonial, and then a strong CTA. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot with these recipes, but it was actually super helpful for me to write these all out for my team, because now we're able to spot these patterns a lot in the wild. So if you're a little annoyed by it in this video, I am too, but I bet you're learning a ton, which is the end goal, right? And then number 10 is actually a strategy that I did an entire video about recently, which is the before and after ad, which I'm seeing a lot of on TikTok recently. And essentially the recipe here is number one, you're gonna begin in the hook with a split screen that's showcasing the before and after impact of your product or service. You can also test out different copy here. So instead of saying something like before and after, you can also say like the secret to better lashes or the secret to whatever. Then you introduce the product, you follow up with some benefits and features, showcase a really cool testimonial, and then close out with a CTA. And that is it. Y'all, I am super pumped about TikTok ads. If I had to bet on one platform in all of 2022, this would be the one. I have super big goals for TikTok ads at Thesis. In fact, I'm actually projecting that we're going to be 10xing our spend on that platform alone by the end of the year. So if you are curious about trying out the platform and you want to learn how, be sure to check out Savannah's course. But to be honest, a lot of the account buildup is super simple, and it's really the creatives that you have to focus on and connect with creators on. But a number of these, what's cool is you can really develop them on your own. And if you're not a person who likes being in on the camera, I definitely get that some days. There are a number of these that you can do without actually being front and center on the camera. So I highly recommend testing those out. Be sure to let me know in the comments below which ones you guys are going to try first, and like and subscribe because I'm trying to hit 100K by the end of the year and I could really use your help. Thanks. Bye.